Hi, welcome to ANI Pluto. Let's start the video. In the previous part, Tora crushed Hitotsuki, after which Ushio went out with him to learn about his mom. In the following episode, we see Hackerman, who was saying that the monster skewered looking for me. For a long time I have dozed here, yet the day of my enlivening is close. Yet at whatever point the monster's lance kills Yokai, Hackerman feels it, so he chooses to obliterate the monster's lance as well as the human who employs it. Then again, Ushio and Tora have shown up Hokkaido, yet right now a biker was all the while following them. That is when Ushio sees a woman here, unexpectedly a beast assaults Ushio. Anyway, the woman kills the beast effectively and tells Ushio that was a hello you let free by Hackerman. The woman then takes a gander at Ushio and doesn't accept that Ushio have some control over the monster stick, yet Ushio knew nothing about this woman. Then the woman begins saying that Kuhame faction has safeguarded the monster's lance and we are prepared extremely difficult to control it, yet Ushio doesn't have a clue. The woman then, at that point, says that Kuhame organization has prepared commendable replacements for this lance, and I'm one of those. After this, the woman uncovers her name as Sekimori Hinoa. Then again, individuals of Quame Order are disturbed in light of the fact that each of the four of the picked replacements for the lance have vanished, yet the head realizes that they might have followed Ushio on the grounds that they feel that Ushio have no control over monster stick. Well, here Hinoa asks Ushio to surrender the monster skewer since she feels that Ushio has not taken legitimate preparation like her. That is the reason he can't hear monster's feelings of dread voice very well, in view of which he couldn't kept away from quite a bit of that difficulty, yet on the off chance that he had focused on monster Lance's voice. As a result of this, he would have proactively cautioned the pilot about Fazuma separated from this. Even Kaguri's sibling wouldn't have passed on because of this. Ushio additionally feels that he can't handle monster's lance well, so Hinoa removes the lance from his hands. After this, Hinoa begins saying that you can't have a potential for success against me. Still, Ushio didn't have any desire to battle with her, yet she goes after Ushio with her hand-to-hand fighting. That is the point at which she understands that more Haiyu are coming here, so she quickly takes off from here. Now Ushio was exceptionally miserable as of now. Seeing this, Tora begins requesting that he retaliate. Out of nowhere, numerous Haiyu pass by, yet they don't go after Ushio. Seeing this, Ushio comprehends that Haiyu ate after the monster's lance, yet the lance saved his life various times, so presently Ushio chooses to safeguard the monster stick. Then again, Haiyu had encircled Hinoa and made himself greater. After this, Hinoa orders the monster's lance to show its power, yet the lance sits idle and resists the urge to panic. Now Hinoa couldn't comprehend anything, and Haiyu abruptly assaults her. Hinoa attempts once more, yet the monster stick doesn't answer this time. Likewise, Haiyu catches Hinoa and the monster stick. After this, Haiyu goes to annihilate the two of them, and yet Ushio gets the monster's lance, because of which monster stick gets enacted promptly. Now Hinoa was extremely astonished by this. Ushio then utilizes the monster's lance and starts going after Haiyu. Seeing its power, Haiyu likewise get frightened and catches Hinoa. Haiyu takes steps to kill Hinoa and asks Ushio to surrender the monster stick. Seeing this, Ushio tosses the monster's lance towards Hinoa, because of which her life is saved. Yet the way that you catch Ushio, now Haiyu feels that Ushio doesn't have monster skewer, so he will kill Ushio effectively, yet Ushio needed to safeguard monster's lance in any capacity. Now Tora was enraged. He goes after Haiyu with his lightning power and saves Ushio. Ushio then utilizes the monster's brew and goes after Haiyu, after which all hail you take off from here. Now Ushio gives Hinoa her brush, which was tumbled from her. Then Hinoa makes sense of that the search is a device for get-together men. Hearing this, Ushio shows Hinoa his mom's brush and says that I need to go to Asahikawa to figure out the mysterious about my mom. All at once, Hinoa begins saying that I will allow you to hang on the monster stick some time longer, since I simply need an additional opportunity to control it, and I'll be back one day. After this, Hinoa leaves from here. Now Ushio asks monster skewer, do you truly need to remain with me? Then a voice says that you are not qualified to control me, so leave me here and be gone. However, it was Tora, so Ushio furiously kicks him, yet during this he slams into a biker, and he is a similar man who is following them. Now Ushio gets energized seeing this bicycle. However, at that point he recollects his work and quickly leaves with Tora. The biker was all the while gazing at them, so Tora comprehends that he is certainly not a typical human, and he generally disapproves of me. Now Tora quickly goes to confront him, yet Ushio sees nothing and he comes at the transport stand. Then Haiyu assumes command over the transport covertly in light of the fact that they need to kill Lucio. Here Tora shows up before the man, and the man says, I'm another of the picked replacements for the monster skewer. After that, he tells his name Akiba Nagare, and really he was more intrigued by Tora than the monster skewer. Now Tora lashes out on this and attempts to go after him, yet Nagare was additionally exceptionally strong, so he effectively saves himself. After this, Tora utilizes his lightning power, yet Nagare twisted it with his metal stick effectively. Now Tora doesn't comprehend this. Then Nagare says that your lightning power is futile against me since I have some control over the force of metal. Hearing this, Tora goes to go after on him with his fire power, and yet Nagare cuts a metal in his grasp. Tora gives her all, yet he can't liberate himself from its detainment since that iron stake's hindrance takes away a yokai's power. Here Ushio thinks Tora will look him up some other time, and the transport begins. From here then again Nagare begins asking Tora for what reason you haven't killed Ushio yet, while you are a strong yokai that shoots lightning and hails fire and comprehends human idea. Likewise that before you were fixed by the monster skewer you cherished startling people. Now Tora blows up due to this. Seeing this, Nagare detains him considerably more seriously. He begins let Tora know that you have saved Ushio and others in many fights, yet I don't comprehend of your activities anyway. Oyakam accepts that you have started to comprehend the human heart. To this, Tora says that you know all of that, but you call me a beast. He then liberates himself out of frustration, yet during this his hands and feet detached. Now Tora was extremely furious with Nagare since he needs to show him what a genuine beast resembles. Seeing this, Nagare goes to kill Tora, yet Tora obliterates his metal stick in a second and Nagare can't adapt to it. Now Tora reattaches his arms and legs and tells Nagare that I don't have a clue about the justification for why I have not killed Ushio yet. It is I'm never exhausted when I'm with him. Nagare is stunned to hear this. All at once Tora gets how you smell, and we see that Ushio's transport is wild on the grounds. That hello, you got it under their influence. Unexpectedly the sound beginnings coming from monster stick, and Ushio comprehends the entire matter. He then at that point promptly saves the driver, yet presently hello, you had chosen to kill Ushio. Here Nagare has additionally come to be aware of Haya, so he also prepares to confront him. Then again Ushio considers leaping out of the transport, yet as of now the speed of the transport was extremely high. Then the others additionally get stressed, so presently Ushio begins contemplating saving them. That is when Tora and Nagare additionally come here. Nagare then tells Tora a thought. Tora tells Ushio you stand by to the focal point of the path with different people, and I will wrap up now. Ushio tells everybody together at the focal point of the transport. All of a sudden hello, you gets Ushio severely, due to which he can't do anything now. Nagare opens the transport from both the sides and Tora blows the travelers out, yet presently every one of the travelers were going to tumble down. In the meantime hello, you assault Nagare anyway. Nagare makes an obstruction here, because of which the existences of the multitude of travelers are saved, yet hello, you actually clutched Ushio and they need to kill everybody alongside him in the lance. Seeing this, Nagare himself chooses to stop the transport. Then the Tora says that Ushio has been picked by the lance. You folks won't ever be like him. Nagare doesn't comprehend his words. Unexpectedly the monster skewer gets enacted, and presently Nagare is additionally astonished to see its power. After this Lucio utilizes the lance to stop the transport. Now you can't bear its power and quickly pursues away. This everybody's life is saved, and yet Ushio sees an injured young lady and feels that it is all a direct result of his shortcoming. Yet presently Tora and Nagare come to him, and Nagare says I will give you lift, after which Ushio leaves with Nagare. All at once we see somebody, and it appears to be that he is in charge of somebody since something was in his body. Then again Nagare and Ushio discover another bikers, yet Ushio didn't know anything about them. Then Nagare makes sense of during the time spent choosing replacements various competitors didn't get it done, and these folks are some of them. She then eliminates her cap and asks Nagare, did you see Satoru? Ushio couldn't comprehend anything. Then Nagare uncovers that Satoru is Jun's sibling, and he was likewise decided to be the replacement, yet he is the most remarkable of us all. Jun then tells since he heard Ushio had the monster stick he changed, yet some of the time he falls quiet and loses all sense of direction in thought, and for the beyond about 14 days I have not had the option to reach him. Unexpectedly she feels the presence of Satoru, yet Tora says he is currently really a timid Kagami. All of a sudden a beast comes here, yet Ushio stops him and asks what on God's green earth is that. Tora makes sense of him. It is a Hiroko. After this Satoru shows up before them and abruptly Hiroko assaults Ushio. Seeing this Nagare tells Satoru to shut down this, yet Satoru doesn't pay attention to anybody, and he was acting oddly. Seeing this, Nagare goes to stop to Satoru, yet he beats Nagare effectively. After this, the others likewise go to stop him, yet Hiroko gets them too abruptly. Tora assaults Hiroko and saves Ushio effectively on the grounds that he can't see Ushio passing on in others' grasp. Now Ushio utilizes the monster lance and kills Hiroko. Seeing this, Jun arrives at stop Satoru, yet he beats her excessively. Out of nowhere, something begins occurring to him. After this, he says that I will obliterate the monster's lance sometime later and takes off from here. Now everybody becomes stressed over this. Then Tora says that Hayu have pervaded his head. Then again, Hayu needs to totally control Satoru's psyche, yet Satoru doesn't have any desire to be influenced. Quite a bit by now, Ushio requests that Tora some way save Satoru, yet even Torin didn't realize anything about it. That is when Ushio recalls about Reflect Master. After this, Ushio promptly begins calling to Reflect Master from a mirror, since Reflect Master was associated with each mirror in Japan. Presently hearing his voice, Reflect Master comes here. Then Ushio says that I need to converse with the pioneer. Hearing this, Mirror Master begins asking the justification for this, after which Ushio enlightens him regarding the issue with Satoru, yet Nagare couldn't comprehend what Ushio was doing. Then Ushio educates him concerning the pioneer, since he can recommend an answer. Everybody gets stunned knowing this. Sooner or later, the pioneer comes to converse with Ushio, which Reflect Master had told all that. The pioneer then expresses that it is absolutely impossible to pursue the Hayu from a human's head, yet the main way is to go into the human's body and freed him of the Hayu there. Anyway, standard people don't have this capacity, yet phantoms can go into living animals. Hearing this, Ushio gets some information about the specter. The pioneer then makes sense of that. While employing the lance's power, you are generally a nebulous vision, yet to utilize the huge measure of force it would expect to enter a body, so the lance would take everything from you and you would turn into a genuine beast. Being familiar with this, Ushio gets stressed in light of the fact that it implied monster lance would consume his spirit totally, so on the off chance that he does, he will be unable to become human again. Now everybody is stressed over this. That is when Nagare begins telling that a long time back Jun was gone after by a beast and Satoru safeguarded her, yet presently he is significantly more remarkable and profoundly a lot more grounded than others. Likewise, when he was youthful, assuming he got too close to home, he would fail to keep a grip on his power. It was a beast changed from an old tree, yet Satoru killed it with a solitary blow. Anyway, Jun was frightened of him and ran off unexpectedly. Satoru comes here and snatches Tora and the monster skewer with his power. After this, he additionally goes after Ushio. Seeing this, Jun goes to stop her, yet this time Satoru was not in his control. Still, Jun doesn't move from her front and says, I have something to let you know. In the meantime, Tora liberates himself and Ushio kills the beast. Satoru was going to kill Jun, yet before that Ushio stops him with Beastig. Now due to this, Satoru wakes up, yet he laments everything he had done. After this, he says to Nagare, if it's not too much trouble, deal with my sister, and hops down from here, after which the episode closes. Thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe to my channel.